All right, guys, you're looking at the title of the video. You're looking at the thumbnail. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Video for today is titled, What to Expect When You Enter the Adult Industry. Shout out to my Instagram, at Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. Link to it down in the description box down below. Thank you for sending me this content. Now, here's the thing. I want to go over content like this because what this is very far away from what I consider my normal, and at least in the normal of young ladies that I allow within my space and my circle. So I wanted to give the opportunity to understand more about this. So I'm going to take off my bias hat for a quick second. I want you guys to do the same thing as well. And let's enter in this discussion. Without further ado.
So if you don't know this about me, I am a sugar baby and I do a little bit of adult film work on the side.
Nervous laugh.
I wanted to share what is to be expected when
she don't like her job.
Are in the industry. And I want to make it clear that I am in no way trying to persuade anyone to enter the industry. This video is specifically for people that are already in the industry or new to the industry. So let's get started. First, you will lose friends. You know, people will get jealous of your profession, and
it's not jealousy.
It may be that they don't have the balls to do what you do. So yeah, just don't expect people to stick around, and if they were your real friends, they will stick around. Next,
okay. See, I see what's happening right here. Listen, let me take off my bias hat, okay? Let me keep going. Here's the thing. That first one about losing friends, is it really so much about jealousy? Is it really so much about jealousy, right? So, like, again, it takes full accountability off of yourself and understanding that, you know, you work in the sex industry. You work in a fringe part of society, right? Like, so, for example, let's say that you have a friend and your friend wants a loving husband, a dope relationship, right? She has to be mirroring her life as people who have dope relationships and fantastic husbands, fantastic and happy and joyous and loving lives. As a dude like myself, if I know that you have a friend that's in the porn industry, that's a key indicator for me. It's maybe not a red flag, but it's a key indicator that you keep women in and around your space that are okay with using their body as a tool to make money. So it begins to put into my mind, well, what are you able to do? Because like I tell you guys on the channel all the time, birds of a feather do what? That's right, they flock together. So perhaps that there's other things besides what you say is jealousy as to the reason as to why your friends are no longer your friends. Keeping you in the circle might be risky, because I don't think that young ladies are necessarily jealous, but maybe of the sugar baby, how much money that you're making, but they're not jealous of the lifestyle. There's a lot that don't want the war-torn, gnarled fingers of a old man caressing up the small of your back. Let's move on.
You'll have family members or your whole family disown you or just not agree with your profession. This next one's pretty funny, but it's true. Every guy will try to have sex with you.
Yeah.
And also, he will think you're easy just because you're in the sex industry, which is not true at all. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I know it's not true for me. It's like, you're going to have to put in the work just like everyone else, okay? Next.
Let me go over this one. Yeah. But would they be wrong? I mean, you got to understand, in order to have an occupation that separates you as a human being and your body, right? You know what I'm saying? That act of separating, I would think you'd be more inclined to go do however you choose to do with the people that are in your life. Now, here's the thing. Are there still those that will still write? Like, of course, because their association with their body is with money, right? So the thing is like, dudes thinking that she'll get down for the get down. She probably won't unless that there's money involved. That's the type of lifestyle and mindset that she lives in.
This is very important. You will have slow days, slow weeks, or slow months. That's why it is very important for you to
Budget.
save. I always recommend to
What?
have at least 3 to 6 months of savings. You never know when you want to take a break and relax, but
Yeah.
it's very nice to have a nice little cushion to go to. Next,
But it's so interesting. Yeah, financial education. Listen, here's the thing. Any job that you have ever, every adult, that should be that should be literally every adult. But what it is that she's really talking about is the difference between getting paid for your results versus getting paid for your time. When she says slow months, ups and downs and ish like that, because it's very different when you walk into a corporation and you expect a bi-weekly paycheck, whether or not the company's doing good or bad, and it could be a sliding scale of bonuses depending upon the particular year. But she works in a results-driven environment, right? Like, let's say that the Sugar Baby and website goes down, right? And then she loses out on new opportunities. Let's say that, her inbox is just not as flooded as what it was before, right? Like, then she won't get as many opportunities. Let's say that the scene, like the directors don't need her for scenes and stuff like that, then it's going to dry up. She gets paid for results as opposed to getting paid for her time. So, yeah, save your money, budget, live a minimalistic lifestyle until you can get yourself about the industry. Let's keep going.
just like every industry, there are sharks, and you have to be aware of them and stay away from them.
Okay.
I don't know why they are after you. It could be they want to tear your name down. They want to get you hooked on drugs. They want to get you.
They want to use
into
you.
some illegal work. Whatever the case may be, I advise you to just stay away from them. Next, I get this all the time, but you will have people that will try to save you or marry you. People that will question your profession, like, why are you doing this? You're so pretty. Let me just get you out of this type of work and take you back to school or something. So just prepare for that. To have that shining knight in armor. Oh, expect to be outed.
Hold on real quick before she goes into the next one. I find that uniquely interesting because I think, here's my guess. The majority of dudes that are telling her this are just feeding her information to then get what they want at the end of the day, which is really not to marry you, which is just to say things to lower your inhibitions so the viscous innards gets more supple and they have much more of a greater likelihood of getting inside of you. Now, to say that there's not simp suckers out there that wouldn't be able to do that or don't want to do that, that's not true. Okay. But I would argue that those are the far outliers of society. Okay. The far outliers. My assumption is that these are the sugar daddies that she has in her life, are saying different things in order to get her out, but they know damn well, like, there's no intentions. And this honestly is what can inflate a young woman's mind who's deep within the industry, and then they get to a certain point and then the results start to go down, but by then they had not realized how close that wall approached, and now they have to find other ways to make money. As KS said, when OnlyFans is done, Subway will be hiring. But that's the kind of pander. It's not only just from a media perspective, you know what I'm saying, but it's also from dudes that are in and around her life. Like I say all the time, that most of the issues that we have with our society, with the modern lady today, is enabled by the modern man. Okay? We enable it. Let's be honest about that. Let's move on.
All it takes is that one individual to come across your video or see you on stage working at pole and tell everybody what you do. So unless you don't
She's
show
talking about
your
being
face
outed.
and you are very good at hiding tattoos or any noticeable birthmarks, be prepared for the whole world to know.
Just real
what
quick,
you do.
I had to move the screen over to the side because you could see the way that she's talking about this. Notice the body. I talk to you guys about body language all the time, which means that she's been outed multiple times, right? And is extremely uncomfortable about talking about it, which means that her family most likely knows about the situation. Just look at the body language the entire time. Replay what I'm just saying back, and then watch the pace and the cadence of what, and you can see a little bit of anger coming out within her. You know what I'm saying? And then the body language switch. She's more to the side. She's kind of want to get out of the frame of the camera. Excuse me, because she don't want the spotlight on her anymore as she's talking about this sad reality of being outed. Because someone saw your insides and decided to tell your friends and family. But it's a reality. Once it's out there, it's out there. That's the internet, okay? There's no backseas when it comes to the internet. Let's keep going.
What you do. Overall, a lot of things around you will change. Again,
yeah.
Your friends will change, your circle, who you choose to keep close to you. Your lifestyle will change in a good way if you manage your money right and if you align yourself with the right people. And your hustle mentality will change as well. And today, we are very fortunate enough to have social media, YouTube, blogs, and mentors that can teach us some game. But a lot of the stuff that you're going to learn is through experience, to be completely honest with you. But no matter how many YouTube videos you watch, how many mentoring sessions you have to go out and learn on your own. You have to go out and F up a few times and learn from your mistakes. That's the best way to learn. Safely though. Do everything in a safe manner. Do not risk your life at no means.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the video right here. Listen, I'm not going to put her information down below. Why? Because I don't want you guys going over there and harassing her. Now, at the same time, I appreciate her thoughts. Play that video back and notice how her body language changed from the beginning of the video to the end of the video. It's almost as if as she's recounting these things, she's speaking from a place of regret. Not complete and total regret, but to a degree regret, right? So like, here's the thing. I look at those that participate in this industry and I think back and want to ask them questions. Well, that's why I did that Blue Jasmine interview. Like, what was your home life like? Like, was your father there, right? Like, what schools did you go to? Where are you from? What are the things that you were taught about dating and your life and men and what you can amount to and how? And the thing is, like, I'm not hating on women that involve themselves in the sex industry because there's men that want to pay for that. And at the end of the day, there's men that want to pay for it and you decide to go into it, it's your thing. But like if I was a father and my young girl wanted to go into that industry, I would think that I did something incredibly wrong. I wasn't there enough. I didn't speak purposefulness and intelligence into her, right? I wasn't there to help guide, to help, as she talked about the sharks that were giving her incorrect information to manipulate her down into a path of choosing to do something where on the back end of it, she might regret it years later. But when it's gone, when it's out there, it is out there forever. Guys, I like these particular types of conversations because I always like to unpack in order to kind of learn more. Hopefully you learn something from this conversation as well. But as per usual, questions, comments, concerns, y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Feel free to hit me up. Guys, I also got an Instagram as well. Make sure you go up there, follow your boy, continue to send me dope things that you find across the internet. Greatly helps in my content sourcing process. I would appreciate it. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.